Hey guys, Donnie here with pubsportsradio.com, and this is your play of the day video. Did you tune in yesterday? Did you take a look at the Rose Bowl? Did you see Wisconsin and Oregon go over 51? Well, if you did, congratulations, because we cashed that ticket, and we'll keep that train moving for January 2nd, 2019. It is our play of the day video. Today, we're going to go right back to the gridiron. We're going to head down to Jacksonville, Florida for the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, and that's going to be between two teams, one SEC foe and one Big Ten foe. That's Tennessee and Indiana. If we take a look at some of the opening lines, a lot of ripping and running here on the total. Opened up offshore 48.5, 48. That now sits game day as high as 55 in some spots. If we take a look at the side itself, opened up as a small favorite for Tennessee at -1.5. Now we're seeing more -3s here game day as people are betting on the SEC. Now, when we take a look, instead of just saying, we're going to bet a side or we're going to bet a total, sometimes you want to dig into some of these games and try to find an angle that's really going to fit your narrative the best. Because when we look at Tennessee, the narrative for them is, hey, 5 straight wins to end the season. But you have to take a look at who they actually beat to end the season. Those wins, South Carolina, UAB, Kentucky, Missouri, and Vanderbilt. If you take a look at SEC play, the Vanderbilt Commodores, 1-7. South Carolina, 3-5. Missouri, 3-5. The Wildcats of Kentucky, 3-5. Not exactly really the murderer's row of teams that usually would get in the SEC, but they did win those football games, so I guess it might account for something. But when we take a look at Indiana and what we like about them, it's offense here. If we look at Indiana on the season, 30th overall in the country in yards per game. Now look, Tennessee as a defense here, 28th in the nation in total defense, meaning yards per game that they give up. But you try to find the narrative here, because if you're playing slop offenses like South Carolina, Kentucky, Missouri, Vanderbilt, and the UABs of the road, yes, your defense is going to look pretty good, but you try to find some like opponents. Since you're getting a top 50 offense, more likely a top 30 offense in the country that you're going to be playing against in the Indiana Hoosiers, we want to see how they did against like competition. There were only 4 teams on the schedule this year in Division 1A football that Tennessee played in the top 50. Georgia State, 38 points they hung on them. BYU, 29 points. UF, the Florida Gators, 34 points. Alabama, 35 points. So these 4 teams that were in the top 50 in offense, and only one was actually in the top 10, and that was Alabama, that's an average of 34 points per game the Tennessee Volunteers are giving up against like competition to Indiana. Now, if you want to flip it over, there is a little bit of a counter argument here. If we look at Indiana's offense, who is top 30 in the country, who they played in top 50 defensive-wise, Ohio State number 1 in the country currently right now after the season's over. 10 points they scored on them. And Michigan, they only scored 14 points, but Michigan also the 11th best defense in the country. Outside of that, 18, 24, 34 is who they played. Michigan State, Northwestern, and Penn State. 31 points, 34 points, and 27 points. So against light competition, we should get some points today out of Indiana. A little bit of things that we do want to worry about is Stevie Scott III, the running back for Indiana, who did miss the last football game of the season. He's questionable for this game, but I don't really think that's going to factor in overall. I think we'll get some points from Indiana's side. So if we're wrapping this video up and we're taking a look, don't really like the total in the game, don't really like a side in the game, let's zero in on something that's given us a lot of success over the past couple months, and that's a team total. We did take it again at 5 dimes today. That is a team total over 26 for the Indiana Hoosiers. I think we'll be able to make some money. Guys, if you haven't done so yet, please check out pubsportsradio.com. Also on the YouTube channel, as well as find us on Twitter at pubsportsradio. Your play of the day video. The winner is going to be, yes, the Indiana Hoosiers team total over 26. Good luck on your play of the day. I'm Donnie Seymour. We'll see you tomorrow again right here on the YouTube channel for another play of the day. Good luck.